Hi everyone, this is Clucloid here with Retro Age Gaming, and today we're going to be streaming more Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. So we've finished exploring the arcade origins of Atari, the birth of the console, the highs and the lows. We even took a look at the dawn of PCs with the Atari 400, 800, and their XL computers. And now we're looking at the 1990s and beyond, and what that meant for Atari. We're about 32% through with this. I think we're at the Atari Lynx redesigned, and we went over a couple of the ads where the Lynx was still more expensive than the Game Boy. Let's see, so Turbo Sub, released in 1991. There are other submarine games and other alien shooting games, but how many games give you both? Turbo Sub is another game making good use of the Lynx's sprite scaling capabilities to produce a first-person pseudo 3D environment. So here is the box for the Turbo Sub video game card for the Atari Lynx. A submarine shooter with an alien invasion twist, Turbo Sub was based on an arcade game of the same name by Entertainment Sciences, which only released 2 games before going out of business. This Lynx version followed 6 years after the arcade original. They only made 2 games before going out of business. Well, to be fair, I started a business and I went out of business after selling only 1 item from my shop, so... Ed Schneider, huh? See, we have a Stealth Raider, all this other weird stuff. Okay. So it says a sub. Can I, like, go underwater, or... Oh, yeah, I can. I'm under the water. Where'd it go? Dive? Okay, I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna dive. I dove. The heck? Okay, so I can't shoot the rock things and get rid of them? Okay, that's a shame. That's a bummer. Now what? Oh, look. Ooh. Oh, it's a bunch of Andrases. Oh my gosh. I'm diving, I'm diving, I'm diving. Oh, what is that? You have failed in your mission. Okay, well, you know what? That's what. Okay. Basketball Links. Oh, we played. Was it a 7800 version of this? So in 1992, Atari released a version of basketball for the Lynx. The gameplay was similar to the 7800 version, only now players could pick up weapons from the floor and use them on their opponents. Oh, nice. Okay. We can stab someone for a basketball. Okay. This aggressive slapstick take on street hoops was the only basketball game released for the Lynx. Basketball blends traditional basketball with elements of fighting games. Not only can players punch their opponents, but the referee throws knives during play. Okay. I'm gonna play as Biff from Back to the Future. Okay. I don't want there to be anything on that line. What? How do I get rid of it? Where's the space? Is there a space? I guess not. I guess Clua it is. Okay. Okay, that wasn't my initials. That was a password. Okay. Give me that. Give me the ball! No, come here. Stop it. I got the knife now. No. Must. Son of a... Okay, the ball's just stuck here on the fence. What? Out of my way. I want to take your milk. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Hey. It's a bit more fun than the 7800 version, but it doesn't look as pretty. Now you just stay there on the ground. Okay, the referees just jumped in and started stabbing me. No! Oh, yeah, got him. Got him. Oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Get back here. No. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Son of a... I swear. Give it to me. Oh, no, you don't. That is my ball. Excuse you. I'll beat the crap out of you. No, 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 give it back. That is mine. No! I got the knife now, buddy. Yeah, you get back here. Oh, I beat up all three of them. Okay. Oh, they're mad now. Oh. They just floored me. No! Homeboys win! What? I won! Yay! That was fun. Okay, we're through with that. Link's price drops again. After heavily supporting the Lynx for the last few years, Atari began to wind down that support in 1993 as it ramped up preparations to launch a new home console later that year. It lowered the price of the console to $79.99 while facing stiff competition from Nintendo and Sega. Atari Lynx delivers over 4,000 colors, over 50 games, and one special price. Was $99.99, now $79.99. Comlink's capability that allows you to links up in game competition with up to 8 different players. Backlit with adjustable brightness for easy viewing anywhere. Scrap-haired dog. Digital stereo sound. Over 4,000 brilliant colors. 16-bit graphics engine. Controls flip for right or left-handed players. World's largest portable video game screen. Atari Lynx is the ultimate portable video game machine. The thrilling graphics, the amazing sound, the incredible games, it makes Game Boy look like Baby Boy. And now you can get Lynx for the unheard of price of $79.99. That's a $20 savings off the old price. Come on, join the Lynx revolution today. It just goes to show you bigger is better. Oh, it has comparison with Game Gear as well. 16-bit graphics engine. Lynx, yes. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. Hardware scaling, yes. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. Right or left hand play. Lynx, yes. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. A backlit screen that you can turn on or off. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. A recessed screen. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. Rubber hand grips. The Lynx, yes. Game Gear, no. Game Boy, no. Multiplayer, up to 8 players on the Lynx. Game Gear, up to 2. Game Boy, up to 2. Screen size, 3.5 inches. Game Gear, 3.2. Game Boy, 2.6. Color display, Lynx, yes. Game Gear, yes. Game Boy, no. The price for a Lynx, $79.99. The Game Gear, $99.99. And a Game Boy, $59.99. So we have a Lynx screen up there, a Game Gear screen, and a Game Boy screen. And both Game Gear and Game Boy were 8-bit, whereas the Lynx had a 16-bit graphics engine. So the Atari Lynx was probably the best handheld of the time. And yet, Sega and Nintendo got all the attention. And I feel the reason why is because Atari didn't really have a mascot. See, Nintendo and Sega were playing heavily off of mascots. Everyone knew who Sega's Sonic was and Nintendo's Mario, but you think of Atari, who do you think of? Who do you think of when you think of Atari? You don't think of anybody, right? It's like, okay. You don't think there's any games you'd want to play. That's the issue. So, it had great specs, but where were the games? Push your mind to the edge. 1993. A young man entranced by the Dracula game for Lynx does not seem to have noticed that he, too, has been given the vampire's kiss. Oh, no. That sounds so tragic. Oops, I just dropped my hat on the floor. Push your mind to the edge with the power of Atari Lynx. This is it. Your link to Lynx. Quick, turn the page to find out how to get your free game. (1993) Enter the Jaguar. On November 23rd, 1993, Atari began test market shipments of its new home console, the Jaguar, to New York and San Francisco. Atari advertised it as the world's first 64-bit gaming system in an attempt to leapfrog the 32-bit game machines that were beginning to be released. Its launch price was $249.99, and it used cartridges rather than CD-ROMs. Here is the Atari Jaguar. That looks pretty sleek, I'm not gonna lie. The controller. Okay, that controller is hideous. And a throwback to the earliest days of the console business, the Atari Jaguar's controller included a number pad. Some games included plastic overlays that could be placed over this pad, showing the button functions. In all, the Jaguar controller had 17 button inputs. It had overlays for it to show what the different functions were for different games. That is too many buttons. Tom and Jerry. Although the Jaguar was advertised as a 64-bit system, in actuality, it was powered by two 32-bit processors nicknamed Tom and Jerry. I see. Living That Jaguar Life, a promotional photo for the Atari Jaguar. That does not look very fun. Oh, we have our first Jaguar game, Cybermorph, packed in with every Jaguar system at launch. Cybermorph is a polygonal 3D shooter in which the player could fly freely around 40 different planets. So this is what came packaged with everyone's Jaguar right here. Cybermorph. This polygonal shooter in which players had the freedom to fly in any direction they wished, came packed in with each new Jaguar console at launch. A sequel, Battle Morph, was released in 1995. Let's go to the capital. Right.
Good luck.
That was creepy.
Hello.
Hi, Max Power. How are you?
Ouch.
Well,
Great.
that's good. Just going through our first Jaguar game here, and this is actually, for real, my first Jaguar game, because I never played the Jaguar. I'm not sure what to think of it. Okay, so I pushed that button to go, and then they just
Ouch.
keep accelerating. Is that supposed to be my character? Am I the green person? Or are they just mocking me? They get on the screen and they said good luck though. Were they talking to themselves? They're mocking me. I get hit, they're like, ouch. I don't know what to do in this game. This is a terrible launch title.
Ouch.
Yes, yes, ouch. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, what is this?
Well done.
Oh, she likes it when I pick up the golden nuggets. Okay. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Well done.
Why, thank you.
Well done.
You didn't tell me well done that time.
Good work.
And I blow up right after she says that. Good work. Good work. That was some good work. Okay, that was Cybermorph. Wow. Makes me glad I didn't have a Jaguar. Let's see, Cybermorph overlay. The plastic controller overlay included with copies of Cybermorph. This would be fitted over the number pad on the Jaguar controller before starting a game, although it was not necessary to use it. Okay, a lot of these are the same thing, like all the top buttons are super weapon. Then you have toggle, cockpit view, forward view, right view, left view, rear view. Those didn't do anything. And then music. Okay. Wow, a bunch of buttons that don't do anything. That seems smart. Okay. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Trevor McFur. I'm gonna be exclaiming that from now on. Trevor McFur! A horizontally scrolling 2D shooter starring an anthropomorphic leopard. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy was the only other game available on store shelves for the Jaguar's November 23rd, 1993 launch date. So this was the only other game available when it launched. It came with this game, and then when people ask, oh, well, what games are there? Well, it comes with this one, and there's this one other game you can buy, and that's it. Like, why would I buy a Jaguar? Okay. Trevor McFur. I mean, I might just buy it for Trevor McFur. That's a very interesting name. Let's see. Crescent Galaxy. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about this Trevor McFur. One of two games available when the Jaguar launched in North America, along with the packed-in Cybermorph. Trevor McFur's side-scrolling space shooter gameplay also let players choose their starting planet, which was uncommon at the time. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Osseous is a dry desert moon sealed by a layer of gaseous radiation which makes for a spectacular colored sky. Okay. A advances slides and B starts the game, but there's no A and B! These are all shapes here, okay. Skeletal vultures. Okay, that's advancing slides. Where is B? How do I... Okay, did that start? What the heck is this? What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I was not expecting that. Okay. Okay. Corporal McFur, this is General Patton. We just lost an Armada an hour ago. Recon reports show something called odd. It has entered your sector. Heads up, McFur. What even is this? Okay. Oh, hey, now that... Hey, this actually looks pretty cool. Why am I shooting down? Oh, I can throw random stuff? Okay. Okay, I throw magnets and shoot laser. Okay. What? Okay. Some weird stuff going on. Okay. We're in a bouncy ball. Can I do something? Oops, I died. Oopsie. Oh, and I just figured it out too. Okay. Okay, I died. Okay, I got me a magnet. Go over there. Ooh, I found some candy corn. What? Okay. What is going on? Ooh, it's a letter of the alphabet. Okay, not sure. Ooh, it's a kitty cat! And I died. Well, that, not very good. Okay. So, 2 space shooter games that are impossible to control were the only 2 games available at launch. Very, very good. Very, very well done. Very well done. Oh, and here's the Trevor McFur overlay. The plastic controller overlay included with copies of Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. This would be fitted over the number pad on the Jaguar controller before starting a game, although it's not necessary to use it. Okay, so we have our magnet, our tracer, our beam, our flash, our missile, the ring, the bolt, the shield, the cutter, and we have star and pound sign. Okay. Evolution Dino Dudes from 1993. Known on other platforms as The Humans, Evolution Dino Dudes is a platform puzzle game in which you have to lead a tribe of early humans through a series of puzzling levels. Okay. Hey, that almost looks kind of like Lost Vikings a little bit. I don't know if it is or not. Let's see. An excellent example of the platform puzzle hybrid genre, Evolution Dino Dudes, asks players to guide early humans to use basic tools and work together. Sometimes even building human ladders to achieve different goals on different levels. Human ladders, huh? Start. You will need 4 Dino Dudes to play this level. Your tribe now has 12 members. The code for this level is round 1. Okay, your score is 0. Okay, we got a bunch of weird little dancing sprites on the bottom of the screen. Discover the spear. Sure. Let me do that. I'll get right to that. Hey, you want to discover the spear with me? Come on. Put your hands up. Like this. And follow me. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Did I? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just gonna walk down here, I guess. Can I? Oh, wait. I can change people? Okay. Okay, I actually needed to go over there, probably. Because he's not gonna be able to reach that by himself. Okay. I need to hold someone up. I need to hold people up. We need to discover the spear over here. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Now, I'm gonna... Yeah, you just go up there. Can you walk any faster? Maybe discover how to walk before you discover the spear, huh? What do you think? Okay. And you just fell straight to the ground. Alright, that's not very good. Oh, wow, you're a heavy dude, huh? Alright, let's try this again. So we cannot hold each other up? Is that what you're telling me? I gotta be like right here, right here. Okay, what am I even doing then? Okay, what am I doing? What am I even doing? What happened to making human ladders? You said make human ladders? That's how you... You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I can't... Okay. How does this make sense? I can't walk onto it and do it, but if I just climb up them, I can? Because that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now I need this last one to go up there. You're making so much sense right now. Can't drop from above, but if you climb up from the front, that's how you do it. Okay, we discovered that. Okay. So we did that. Liberty Island. Okay. Use the spears to come on down. What? What? Use spears to come on down? What? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. I think... No, stop. What are you... Okay, okay. Gonna... Oh no. Oh hey, at least I'm back here. Barely made it. Okay. And what's that? Is that like a sock or what is that? I made it! Yay! What? What? I'm stuck. Well, so much for that. And there's no more spears because I threw one over there. Whoopsie. And I'm stuck. Okay. So much for that. Alright, that was Evolution Dino Dudes. That was actually kind of interesting. Not very fun, but it was interesting. Malibu Bikini Volleyball. What? Originally announced as Malibu Beach Volleyball, this sports game for Lynx was eventually retitled to put the focus on the handful of pixels worth of attire sported by its competitors. Oh. Okay. And let's see. This is the box here. 1 to 4 players. What happened to advertising up to 8 players? You only have 4-player games now? What is this? Oops. Accidentally yanked on my headset. And I accidentally spilled water on it. Great. Hopefully it still works. Okay, let's play some Malibu Bikini Volleyball. An early project of the Atari Focus handmade software development studio, Malibu Bikini Volleyball's beach sports action also allowed players to switch the musical soundtrack mid-game, unusual for the time. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that. Okay. Handmade software. In association with Atari. Presents Malibu Bikini Volleyball. Okay.
Hello from Pickerington, Ohio.
Hello. How are you today?
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Sure. Oh, we're gonna flip a coin. Okay, how do I serve it? What? I'm like hitting all the buttons, I swear. Oh, I have to go. Oh, okay. I have to go over there. Well, that's no fun. What are you doing? Hit the ball. My goodness. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been having like violent hiccups all day today. Oh no! I'm like so losing. Okay, enough of that. That game kind of sucks. I find it interesting. It's called bikini volleyball, and like, they're not even in bikinis. Ah, it's funny. Chewing up the competition, 1994. Following the test market in 1993, the Jaguar was made available across the United States in early 1994. This magazine ad, which ran in the February 1994 issues of gaming magazines, took direct aim at the 16-bit consoles that dominated the industry at the time. We're chewing up the competition bit by bit. Atari Jaguar. Let's see. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Raiden. Checkered Flag. Cybermorph. Tiny Toons. Oh, neat. Okay. Here's something to gnaw on. The new Jaguar Interactive multimedia system has a mind-blowing 64 bits of power compared to a wimpy 16 bits for the competition. 64 bits means 16 million colors in a 3D world, breakneck speeds, cat-like control, and special effects like you see in the movies. How does it sound? Well, if this ad had a volume button, your mother would be yelling at you to turn it down. Car crashes, alien screeches, jet engines, and other bone-rattling stereo CD quality sounds will make you jump out of your seat. When you do, make sure to run to the nearest store. Everyone else will be there, chomping at the bit to buy one. What we're really saying is Jaguar 64 bits eats the competition alive. Sink your teeth into it and you'll see what we mean. Get bit by Jaguar. Oh no, there's Sonic, Mario, and Yoshi. Lynx kicks their butts. You spelled butts wrong. Okay. Although Atari had pulled back its support of the Lynx, it continued to create new games and advertise the system. Wait, why weren't you supporting it if you made new games and advertised it? As seen in this ad that ran in the February 1994 issues of gaming magazines. Lynx kicks their butts. Warbirds, okay. And we have Dracula, Jimmy Connors, Lemmings, Checkered Flag. Oh, I see. Lynx has a 3.5-inch screen, but Game Gear has a 3.2-inch screen. Lynx has over 4,000 colors. Game Boy has two. Lynx has 16-bit graphics engine, but Game Gear has an 8. Lynx has molded rubber handle grips, but Game Boy has plastic. Lynx allows up to 8 players, but Game Boy allows up to 4. Lynx has right or left hand play, but Game Boy and Game Gear do not. Okay. You've been warned. A 4-page advertisement in the March 1994 issues of gaming magazines gave players a closer look into the upcoming game release schedule for Jaguar. 64 exploding bits of raw power, 16.7 million brain-burning colors, and 3D graphics real enough to make you blow chunks. You've been warned. Okay. I don't feel that was the best way to market that it would literally have you blowing chunks and burn your brain, but okay. The Jaguar 64-bit system. You want power? How about 100 times more power than 16-bit systems? Color graphics? You think 16.7 million colors will hold you? Maybe you're looking for fast, real-world animation. Tell you what, you better have a strong stomach, because this is Jaguar, and this ain't no toy. We're talking 64 bits of power and 3D animation, as in three dimensions. As in, this stuff is real. You're not just pretending to fly a plane. You are in the cockpit. You are dodging bullets and bombs and mountains and bridges. You are sweating. You've also got CD quality sound to deal with, and arcade quality games that are so multi-layered and deep you may never find your way out. Not to mention the 17-button controller that gives you so many ways to annihilate your enemies, you'll never have to kill one the same way twice. Jaguar 64-bit, power, speed, control, sweat. It just ends with sweat? Okay. Game of the month. Die Hard game fan. The Galactic War has begun. Do you know where your pods are? Cybermorph. The evil Pernicia Empire has the ultimate weapon, robotic technologies that can rebuild themselves. The good news is your forces had new weapons designed. The bad news is your scientists were seized by the enemy and sealed into pods along with vital supplies and information. As pilot of Cybermorph Transmogriffin, a prototype morphing attack craft, you must recover the pods so the resistance fighters can halt the Pernicia Empire's sinister march toward galactic domination. Cybermorph is packed in every Jaguar 64-bit system and packed with intense 3D texture map graphics, CD quality sound, and real-time, real-world action that'll help you explore 50 separate worlds of canyons, valleys, vortex towers, force fields, power stations, and fast-flying hostile enemies aiming to blow you away. Fire good, losing bad. Evolution Dino Dudes. You're the proud leader of the Dino Dudes, and it's up to you to guide a hairy gang of Cro-Magnons to the top of the food chain. On your prehistoric journey, you'll discover fire, weapons, and the wheel. You'll battle dinosaurs and rival tribesmen and do everything you can to avoid becoming an endangered species. Evolve or die, dude. Oh, man, what is up with me? Perfect! Electronic Gaming Monthly. Militant aliens. You can't live with them. You can't play without them. Raiden. Mother Earth has fallen to deranged militant aliens. As pilot of the Raiden supersonic attack fighter, it's up to you and you alone to mount a daring counterattack. Rip through enemy lines. Torch Gatling units with your homing missiles, blast ammo-laden cargo trains with nuclear-powered bombs, and teach these galactic pirates why nobody messes with your planet. With brilliant sound, exceptional speed, and shoot-'em-up motion that showcases Jaguar's 64-bit capabilities, Raiden is the ultimate arcade conversion for 1 or 2 players. The name is McFur, Trevor McFur, and the Crescent Galaxy. The Crescent Galaxy has fallen, and it's up to you, Corporal Trevor McFur, to return the planet Cosmolite to its citizens. With your trusty sidekick Cutter, you'll blast through 5 worlds filled with monster asteroids, killer starbots, deadly gun dinos, savage cyber cherubs, and bosses that confront you on the screen. Rapid 3D renderings and a variety of special weapons will make this interplanetary struggle one of the most formidable space adventures this side of the universe. Coming soon for Jaguar. Checkered Flag 2. Jaguar hits its peak with real-time 3D action in this Sweaty Palms racing game with true sound, realistic crashers, and speed bumped up 100% thanks to Jaguar 64-bit technology. You just might feel the wind in your hair. Alien vs. Predator. This 3D tunnel maze game has textured mapped walls and heart-stopping digitized renderings of the star monsters. In this Jaguar 64-bit showcase game, you can choose to play as the tail-whipping alien, the Predator, with sophisticated weaponry and infrared night vision, or the Marine Corporal armed with piles of ammo and superior military combat computer skills. Club Drive. You've never experienced racing like this. No guardrails here. You can drive anywhere, including 70 square miles of San Francisco, the frontier towns of the Old West, or some innocent bystander's living room as you chase down your opponent in a fast-paced, real-time 64-bit game of tag. CES Game of the Show. Electronic Games. Tempest 2000. Jaguar takes the best of the 1981 arcade classic and adds 1994 64-bit intensity. You can choose between two modes, Tempest Classic, the same ultra-challenging game that used to eat your quarters, and 2000, a souped-up 64-bit version with 3D graphics, awesome power-ups, and hostile enemies for 1 or 2 players. And more. Keep your eye out for way more Jaguar titles, including a full range of heart-stopping 64-bit sports games. Basketball, baseball, and football have never been played like this. And there's a reason why it's never been played like that, to be honest. Tempest 2000. From 1994, one of the most critically acclaimed and best-selling games for the Jaguar. Tempest 2000 was an update of the classic arcade machine, given new life by legendary designer Jeff Minter. The psychedelic graphics and sound in the old-school gameplay were a thrilling combination, giving the Jaguar an unlikely killer app. Okay. Jeff Minter's psychedelic reworking of Dave Thierer's abstract arcade shooter added power-ups and a techno soundtrack. It helped define Atari's Jaguar console in a crowded mid-90s market. Tempest 2000 became one of the platform's most successful titles, selling more than 30,000 copies. So you could play traditional, Tempest Plus, or Tempest 2000. I remember this. You have to fight the monsters coming out of the hole. I keep missing the power-ups. Hey, I'm actually doing pretty well, I think. Making it farther than I do on most games, anyway. No! And they would catch me. I jinxed it. I said something. I shouldn't have said something. No! Oh, it was a good game. An intergalactic shooting gallery in hell, an advertisement for Tempest 2000 that ran in the May 1994 issues of gaming magazines. Tempest 2000 is an intergalactic shooting gallery in hell. You've never had so much coming at you so fast in so many colors. Named the best of show at CES, you explore 100 enemy-packed galaxies, experience outrageous melt-o-vision graphics, and powerful 3D polygons, and be driven to a frenzy by an original techno-rave score. There's even an optional two-player mode. Don't forget, Tempest 2000 can only be played on the powerful Jaguar 64-bit system by Atari. With all this action, no other system could handle it. Yes, you have a chance to survive. Yes, it's a slim one. Jaguar. Do the math. 64-bit. Okay. Club Drive. One of the first games announced for the Jaguar, Club Drive did not ship until November 1994. It was an ambitious attempt at a fully 3D free-roaming driving game. While it debuted to critical reviews, it remains an interesting historical artifact of the early days of polygonal gaming. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. A semi-open world driving game, Club Drive lets players cruise down Highway 64 and embark on a 3D racing adventure right out of the 21st century. One of the first titles announced for Jaguar, Club Drive was developed by Atari's internal team. So it's no surprise that you can drive up to Atari's offices in the game's virtual San Francisco area. The best Powerball times? Collect the Powerballs, okay. Well, this is interesting. Is that Pong on the TV? That's Pong on the TV, isn't it? It's supposed to be in chase view. Why isn't it chasing me?
I picked up a Jaguar at the flea market in the 90s with a few games and was not impressed.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very impressive. As I said, it might have better specs than the other consoles, but the games just aren't good. Yeah, that's Pong up there.
Part of the downfall of this system was the difficulty developing for it, and Atari didn't offer much in the way of dev kits.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, hopefully that was the last of the hiccups right there. I think I might know what's going on. So I had a soda the other day, and I never have soda, and it's probably aggravating me. Oh, there's some guy sleeping under the sign. I just noticed. Okay, well, this game isn't particularly interesting, so let's see. Price drop. In early 1995, Atari officially dropped the sticker price of the Jaguar from $249.99 to $159.99, removing the packed-in Cybermorph cartridge to save costs. Best games, best system, best get off your butt and get one. Rayman was on the Jaguar. I remember playing Rayman on the PlayStation. In fact, I have the PlayStation Classic that has Rayman on it. As if it weren't enough having the most killer system on the face of the earth, we created some of the most mind-blowing, head-exploding games in the universe. All you have to do is take one look at what the magazine critics have been saying, and you'll know that the Atari Jaguar is where it's at. Jaguar CD. Atari had always planned to release a CD-ROM upgrade for the Jaguar. Although it suffered many delays, it was eventually released in September 1995 at $149. Well, $149.99, which by that time was also the price of the Atari Jaguar base console. I see. A 790 meg tune-up. An ad from February 1995 boasted of what the Jaguar CD player would add to your system. Unfortunately, would-be buyers would find that the system had been significantly delayed, even though the ad implied it was already available. The most powerful game system in the world just got a 790 meg tune-up. How can we possibly make the 64-bit Jaguar more powerful? Attach an Atari double-speed CD player. It's a lot like attaching an atom bomb to an F-14. We're talking explosive power that no other CD-ROM combination can match. Just piggyback this 790 meg monster onto your Jaguar and watch your TV come alive with insane, true color, movie-like images and CD-quality stereo sound. If our interactive CD games don't rearrange your brain cells, the built-in virtual light machine will. Throw on your favorite CD and watch the music morph, contort, and pulsate in a psychedelic light show. Oh, in a psychedelic light show, your hippie or ex-hippie parents may even appreciate. So check out the new CD player for the Jaguar. It'll crank the torque up to nuclear proportions. Get a Jaguar CD now. This advertisement ran when the Jaguar was actually available in September, showing off the 4 discs that came with the system. The games Blue Lightning and VidGrid, a demo of Myst, and the soundtrack to Tempest 2000. Over $100 in software included free. Jaguar CD. Create the most powerful game system ever. Jaguar CD is now available in stores for only $149. Experience the digital jungle unleashed with your Jaguar CD. Super Asteroids and Missile Command, the final game that Atari released for the Lynx. Super Asteroids and Missile Command featured upgraded versions of 2 of Atari's most memorable arcade games of the early 1980s. The final game released by Atari for the Lynx was very much a return to Atari's beginnings. 2 ports of coin-op classics, enhanced for the 16-bit handheld. The rich graphics and new power-ups give this version of Missile Command its own flavor. Super Asteroids and Super Missile Command. Okay. Yeah, I suck at this. Oh no. I didn't realize I had to hit the blimps. I thought those were pedestrian blimps. I don't know. I didn't realize they were zeppelins. Get it? I don't know what I'm doing. Sure, whatever. Yeah, exit. Okay, can we just, like, leave? Okay, there we go. Ah. Yeah, you can just wipe me out. That's too many missiles for me to worry about. Yeah, just go ahead. Oh no, there's no cities to fire missiles at the missiles, so yeah, just wipe it out. There we go. Oh no, game over. Who would have guessed? Okay. Alright, you can take... No, I don't want to play that one again. Go to the asteroid one, yeah. Whee!
I have to admit the company they hired to do their marketing really went all out.
Yeah, still they kept saying stuff about your brain cells will be rearranged and, like, melt your eyes with the color or whatever, and, like, I don't know, with how dumb people can be, they think that, oh, no, I don't want to get that, it's gonna melt my eyes. And I died.
Hello. I picked up a Jaguar at the flea market in the 90s with a few games and was not impressed. Part of the downfall of this system was the difficulty developing for it, and Atari didn't offer much in the way of dev kits. I have to admit the company they hired to do their marketing really went all out. Lol.
Oh! Secret door! Secret door! Secret door! Secret door! Secret door! Wait. I passed through it, nothing happened. What the heck? No! I lost. Work in progress. Artist Terry Hoff originally created this color study while developing the Atari 5200 box for Asteroids. Spot the Elephant. By October 1995, Atari had once again reduced the price of Jaguar to $149.99, as it was now dealing with a new group of competitors, the 32-bit CD-based Sega Saturn and PlayStation. A new series of advertisements once again attempted to make the case for buying Jaguar. Can you spot the elephant in this picture? No, what elephant? If so, you're probably smart enough to figure out that paying $149 for a 64-bit Jaguar makes more sense than paying over $300 for a 32-bit system. I mean, they probably cost that much because they were better. The most advanced graphics out there, twice the bits for half the price, and over 40 cerebellum scrambling games to choose from. If you still don't get why the Jaguar is a better deal, maybe getting that second lobotomy will help. Oh my god! Oh my god! That is so offensive. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be interested in getting it just because of that statement right there. It's like, I'm actually ashamed of myself right now for playing any Jaguar games now after reading that. That is way too far. Pro Controller. The Jaguar's original controller may have had 17 buttons, but many of them were in hard-to-reach places. Enter the Pro Controller, released in limited quantities towards the end of 1995. It added 3 more face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons. You know, because the other controller didn't have enough buttons. 17 buttons was not enough. Even though they never used all 17 buttons. They left the star and pound sign to do whatever. Ruiner Pinball. This video pinball game was one of the final Jaguar titles, as well as the first to use the extra buttons offered by the new Pro Controller. Oh, did it use all the other buttons too? Or just the extra buttons that they didn't need? Okay, one of the last games, a video pinball. Okay. Can I play it? Okay, I can. Ruiner Pinball offers 2 digital pinball tables. The nuclear war-themed Ruiner and the dark fantasy of Tower, both of which were created specifically for the Jaguar. This was the first title to support Jaguar's Pro Controller. The additional shoulder buttons could be used to nudge the table. Okay, isn't that against the rules of pinball, though, to nudge the table? Authorized for use with the Jaguar system. Well, what about the PS5? Because that's what I'm using it on. Okay. There's Ruiner and there's Tower. I guess I'll do Ruiner first.
Mark at 5, 4, 3, 2. Current status, DEFCON 5. Current status, DEFCON 5.
Okay, how do I use the other flipper?
Current status, DEFCON 5.
Okay. Tilt. I didn't even tilt it. Okay, I guess this triangle button does tilt it. Never mind. It is not working anymore. Why isn't it working? Let me... Okay.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
Okay, I have to use the D-pad for that flipper and the circle button for that. That makes no sense, but okay. Oh, it's poison.
Nuclear weapons well discarded. Yet to spread peace.
No! No! How could this happen?
Current status, DEFCON 5.
Okay, whatever that did. Oh no. Oh no. Game over. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Gonna let me pick the other one now? Yeah, here we go. Let me pick the tower. Tower, tower, tower. Get ready. Welcome to hell. Please hold. Ooh. Oh, this is totally my vibe. Okay. Ooh, we just went through the portal. No! Oh, okay. I can't see what's going on up there, so I'm just gonna keep hitting the triggers. I know a bunch of balls released up there, so... What does a special red one do? Oh no! I lost it! Okay, there we go. No! Oh, whoopsie. Dang it. Okay, let's try this again. No! Well. Game over. Well, that was fun. For a little bit, then it got kind of boring. I'm kind of glad I finally lost, actually. Let's see, let's go to the mall. Atari had one more trick up its sleeve for the 1995 holiday season. It partnered with a retailer called Run PC to open a Jaguar kiosk in the Twin Peaks Mall in Longmont, Colorado that November. This let consumers get hands-on with the system and learn about it from educated salespeople. Okay. There it is. The Jaguar. Missile Command 3D. Another Missile Command, really? Another update of Atari's classic Missile Command 3D was created by Virtuality, an early VR company that produced headset-based games for arcades. Atari and Virtuality had partnered to create a VR headset for Jaguar, which Missile Command 3D actually supported through its virtual gameplay mode. They had a virtual reality headset for the Jaguar? What? You're kidding. You're kidding me. Missile Command 3D. The Jaguar version of Missile Command offers 3 modes: Original, which replicates the arcade game, a 3D mode with polygonal cities and missiles, and Virtual, where the player cycles their viewpoint between different different bases. This was the only published Jaguar game that supported the Jaguar VR headset, which was never released. Wait, so the VR headset was never released, and this was the only game to support the VR headset. I have a VR headset for the PS4. I don't know that it's compatible with the PS5, though. I need to get the PSVR 2. That's the one that was made for PS5. Can I play the virtual? Oh. We're playing the virtual reality one without wearing the headset. So I don't know if this is what you would see in the headset or not. Oh no, my lasers are run out. Oh no. Switch to another one. Here we go. Laser upgrade. Oh no! Oh, come on. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Get back here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to throw the bomb. Yeah, take that. %15 accuracy. Oh, I feel good with that. Yeah. That's all I need. Is 15%. Kind of wish I died back there though. I don't want to do another level. This game isn't that great. What the heck is that? Not sure what I just grabbed. Repair City. I need to go to a Repair City. My phone screen is cracked. I need to find a Repair City. We got Party City, but no Repair City. Although Party City, I hear, is about to go out of business. I heard they were going to be closing all locations. I do hear we're going to be getting Circuit City again, though. That'll be nice. I always liked Circuit City. I remember before they went out of business, there was hardly any people there, so like you could just go to the back of the store, which is what I did. I went to the back of Circuit City and I would just play. I remember one of the last times I was at Circuit City, they had the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat kiosk set up in the back of the store. I just go back there and I would be playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on it. I think Circuit City is also where we ended up buying Donkey Kong Jungle Beat eventually. Wait, what is... What? There's a giant yellow blob just swimming around here. Okay, none of my ammo is doing anything. I want to die. No, stop! What is going on? I can't see nothing. Oh, okay. That's what virtual reality looks like, people. No! I am so disappointed. Jaguar VR. Atari and Virtuality announced that Jaguar VR headset announced the Jaguar VR headset in early 1995. It was never released, although working prototypes are in the hands of collectors today. Atari carts. Every game console in the 1990s needed a mascot go-kart racer, and Jaguar got its with Atari carts, which starred none other than Bentley Bear, the protagonist of the arcade game Crystal Castles. Mascot-based go-kart racing games proved particularly popular in the mid-90s. Atari's foray into the genre featured Bentley Bear, star of the 1983 arcade game Crystal Castles, as one of its playable characters. Atari carts, yay! That looks like the purple squid guy from the Final Fantasy game. Select a challenge. Well, it's not letting me select anything other than beginner, so I guess I'll do beginner. So I could be a snowman, an alien, there's Bentley. I'll be the snowman, dude. The Tempest Cup. Tempest. That is, supposed to be that game where the monsters come from hell. I don't know, I'll do the first one. And there's Miracle Race at the bottom. What? Watch out, here comes Jack Frost. Oh wow, this is actually pretty impressive. Oh wow. Although it is very similar to Super Mario Kart. Although the graphics are of course a lot better than Super Mario Kart, at least. Yeah, the graphics are a lot better, although everything's still kind of set up the same as Super Mario Kart. Why can't I go anywhere? Can you, like, back up? Back up! Back up! There we go. I just ran over a rabbit! No! How do I use the item? The item just disappeared. I didn't even use it. Is this just like a... Okay, I guess I did use it. It's just a circle? I placed third. Yeah, I know. I want to see one of the newer tracks. Or later tracks, because that one wasn't that great. Ooh! Wait, is this one a circle too? Okay, that was an obstacle and I didn't realize it. It just looked like rocks on the ground and I can't drive over rocks apparently. Okay, yeah, it is pretty much a little circle. The heck? Move. Yeah, I don't really care for this. It's just not, it's not the same as Mario Kart, but even Super Mario Kart wasn't the best. Woohoo! Finished. I don't know, I'll go ahead and see what the next one looks like. If it's another circle. If it's another small circle, we're just gonna leave. We don't have to just sit by and take it. Ooh, it looks pretty. It's pretty. I might as well finish a cup even though I'm gonna lose. Oh, what? Yeah, it's still a little circle. But the music and the environments that are shifting, it's like... It's really interesting. It's kind of trippy, actually. I just lost control again. It's okay, I still made it in first. Yay! There's gonna be one more race, right? Yeah, the beach. In New York City. Okay, yeah, everyone just push me in the water and drive on past. That's okay. Starting to get the hang of it, I feel. It's definitely easier than Mario Kart. Oh, there's another race. Ooh, I like it. What just happened? Okay. Okay, I can't cut corners here. Those are walls. Dang it. Out of my way. Move. No! No! No, 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 no! Get back here, get back here! Dang it! No, 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 no. Last lap. Alright, move it, move it, move it. Dang it! I love how they're gonna act like I can't drive over that. It's like flat on the ground. Like they could have all these other walls up in the background, all these other sprites, and they can't put some kind of actual wall right there. Oh, I actually made it in first. Oh, but there's still more races. Man, this is the longest Grand Prix of any racing game. It's usually 4 different races. This is what, number 6? The heck? Was that supposed to be oil? It didn't look like oil. Last lap, here we go. No! 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 Get going! Go, go, go! Why won't you turn? Go! Don't know what your problem is. that the last one? Did I win? I won! I won Atari cards! Oh, that's so cool. Alright. Can I quit that? Fight for Life. The final game developed and published by Atari for the Jaguar. In '96, the polygonal martial arts game Fight for Life was directed by François-Yves Bertrand, who had worked on Sega's seminal 3D fighting game Virtua Fighter. Oh, okay. The last fighting game released for the Jaguar was also the final Jaguar game to be both developed and published by Atari. François-Yves Bertrand, who had worked on Sega's iconic Virtua Fighter, was the sole designer and programmer of this polygonal fighter. Fight for Life, 1995. I guess I can't change it from beginner mode? Okay. Yeah, this doesn't control very well. Not at all. Just run up there. You can't do any grabs or... What the heck was that? Get up, get up! Oh, shoot. Now, how'd you pull that off? I want to do a slam like that too. Hang on. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Just like that. Come on, no, do that again. The body slam. Yeah, like that. Oh, dang it. Come on, Ian. Whoa! Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. I'm getting tangled up in my cord here. No! Come on. Yeah, this game sucks, but it's whatever. Get over there! Go! Wait, round two? Round two? I don't want no round two. This game sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna keep punching until he dies. Okay, that's not... Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay, Ian, stop. No. Okay, listen here. Okay, you did not... Okay. You're doing jumps, but you're not doing the jump kick thing. No. Stop. Okay, what was that? What did I just, like, spun in the air and dodged that? I don't know how I did that. Get over there! Go! Go! Do your... No! What? Get over there! Oh my god. Come on, Kara. What? Run! Get... What? Okay. Get... No! You're supposed... Kick your foot out when you do that. Go! Okay, you're just jumping over him. Get... Okay, you almost punched him if he was standing under you. Come on. Please tell me that's it. Select your moves. Chop kick. Okay. Oh, things heated up suddenly. Kimura? Come on, get up, Kara! We gonna die to this guy. Yeah, I don't know how he's doing any of that. Yes, launch me off the ledge. End it. End it. Please. And this was the last game released for the Jaguar, and it sucks this much. Or it's just the last fighting game released. Come on! Do something! Get up! There we go. No! Go get him! Go! Get it together, Kara! Oops. Turn around, Kara. Get knocked into an electric fence again. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, nope. I want to stop. I want to stop. Jaguar's math problem. Former Atari developers Bill Raybach and Farron Thompson discuss why the numbers never really added up for Atari's 64-bit console. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear this math you kept advertising about.
I remember sitting in the room with Jack, and Jack saying to all of us, "Let's go back to our roots. Let's do at least one more game system."
The controller is quirky. The industrial design of both the CD and the main unit are quirky. And the fact that, like, I guess somebody used the tooling on the main unit to make some kind of dental device. Like, it just has like this weird quirky history that I think is also inviting.
One of the most interesting things about the architecture of Jaguar was this notion of having the Motorola 68000, which basically was responsible for booting and housekeeping, and then the Tom and Jerry chips.
I mean, I think at the time, 68000 was still a strong processor, but obviously it was in the Genesis and other things, so you weren't really getting that true 64-bit experience. But I think there's games out there that took advantage.
There's so many features in Jaguar that for a developer like Jeff Minter that did Tempest 2000 for Jaguar was like, wow, give me this.
I would say, other than Cybermorph, it did not necessarily feel like that quantum leap that we were promised. It wasn't the flying cars, as they say, that we would have in the future, but you could see the potential, and that's what was really cool. You could see the parts of Cybermorph. You're like, oh, fully 3D world compared to something like maybe a Star Fox, which was on rails.
My perspective is the rule of thirds, where if you want to wind up with one really, really great game, you need to lay down 9 bets, because out of those 9, 1/3 probably will ship. And out of those 3 games, one is going to be a hit, the other will be, and the other probably might be a dinger. Yeah. You know, there just wasn't enough momentum behind the Jaguar at that time to be able to do that, when Sega and Nintendo were basically already on their 3.5 generation of consoles, you know, at those times.
I mean, if Aliens vs. Predator came out as a launch title, maybe the history of the Atari Jaguar might have been slightly different. I think there are a lot more Jaguar fans today than there were when the system actually came out, and it's cool to see people enjoying the system some 20-odd years later. I believe everybody appreciated the innovative aspect, but on the other hand, the software was late, some of it was a little janky. But I think just saying, you know, time heals all wounds, to go onto the Jaguar forums now and look at the love for the system, honestly, like, somebody that worked on it, I can't say that I completely understand it, but I totally appreciate it. I'm like, where were you guys like 20 or 30 years ago? You know, like, you would have made my life like a heck of a lot better.
Jaguar's end. At the beginning of 1996, Atari had only sold a total of 125,000 Jaguar systems and still had 100,000 unsold systems in inventory. At this point, it began planning to leave the console business. Atari merged with a hard disk manufacturer called JTS later that year and sold its inventory to a liquidator, bringing an end to Atari's gaming business. Notable and quotable. It just has this weird, quirky history that I think is also inviting, but in general, I am pretty surprised at the enthusiasm of current Atari Jaguar fans. Baron Thomason, former Atari game producer. Atari's new millennium. In 1998, the toy company Hasbro acquired the Atari assets, which it then sold to the game publisher Infogrames in 2000. In 2003, Infogrames renamed itself to Atari Incorporated and is now known as Atari SA. In 2021, Atari released the new Atari VCS, a mini PC inspired by its classic consoles. It looks a lot like an Xbox controller. Atari Recharged. In 2020, Atari launched Atari Recharged, a series of modernized, reimagined versions of Atari classics such as Missile Command, Centipede, Asteroids, and Gravatar for PCs and consoles. $2,600 Homebrew. Once an esoteric and exclusive skill, programming Atari 2600 games became a hobby for programmers who had grown up with the machine, driven by both challenge and nostalgia. This grassroots community has kept the 2600 supplied with new software for decades, showing no signs of stopping. This is, what, 2022?
I feel the best Atari games ever made have been made in the last 5 years. Like, I think the homebrew scene is incredible. People have figured out, and it's unfair to compare because the original people had like 5 weeks to make, ET or whatever. And now people can take, it's like a hobby. You can take as long as you want. And you have access to like special chips and stuff. But still, they're still working. Eventually, making carts that you plug into your original Atari 2600 and they run, and they're super fun.
We saw it evolving, and there was a lot of nostalgia involved for that to happen. We loved this particular game system, and it's a great intellectual challenge.
In 2009, I was given a talk in Philadelphia, just talking about the game business and my experience there. And after the talk, somebody came up to me and they said, "Hey, I just saw this cool book just came out called Racing the Beam, and it's about programming the 2600. And since you mentioned that you worked on the 800, I thought you might be interested in this book." And I'm like, it does sound really interesting.
Back in the old days when I had my Atari 800, I did learn 6502 assembly language, and so I've been messing around and making some of my own Atari games. I'm not ready to make Psychonauts on the Atari yet, but someday I'm going to make Psychonauts on the Atari 2600. Not announcing that yet, but don't tell anyone.
What is the point of going back to work on one of these old machines anyway? I mean, to me, the point is I want to know what it was like to be, Todd Fry, or, and who was, told he has 3 months to write Pac-Man on this terrible machine. And am I a man enough, programmer to be able to do that?
Pac-Man was actually technically quite solid.
It's fun to program for the 2600 because it's unique. It's, 128 bytes. Not K, but like bytes of memory. It's so limited that it helps you edit, and so you can't do everything. You can't imagine an experience and then implement it on the Atari. You have to go the other way around. Like, how many blocks can I move on the screen? Like, how can I turn that into a fun game?
It was very, very hard to squeeze a 128 level game with a title screen and a boss encounter and all that into 4K of ROM, because that's one of the limitations on the 2600. If you're going to live within the original constraints. And so I learned a ton about the 2600 along the way. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, and I'm proud of the way it turned out.
I think of the homebrew as the hobbyist who wants to see if he can do it, and he makes a game and he makes a few for friends. That has evolved into some actual publishers making Atari 2600 games that are out there.
But there was a guy came on there the other day, and he's like, "I just want to say this is the most supportive technical community I have ever been part of." it is an amazing community and very welcoming to new people. So I would encourage people to do that.
They just encouraged people to make homebrew for the 2600. Or maybe they were encouraging them to continue to make new games, because apparently new games are still coming out for the 2600. That's from actual publishers, they said. That's pretty neat. The Stacks. In 2012, Digital Eclipse's Mike Mika and Kevin Wilson worked with Ready Player One author Ernest Cline to produce The Stacks, an original Atari 2600 game based on the one created by the novel's protagonist. Really? Descending the network of metal girders had always reminded me of old platform video games like Donkey Kong or Burger Time. I'd seized upon this idea a few years earlier when I coded my first Atari 2600 game, a Gunter Rite of Passage, like a Jedi building his first lightsaber. It was a Pitfall ripoff called The Stacks, where you had to navigate through a vertical maze of trailers, collecting junk computers, snagging food voucher power-ups, and avoiding meth addicts and pedophiles on your way to school. My game was a lot more fun than the real thing. Having to avoid pedophiles on your way to school? What? Okay. That, I can see why I'm not able to play the game now. I can only look at the box. They don't want to put that in there. Atari's legacy, inspiring Ready Player One. Ernest Cline and Mike Mika discuss how the legacy of Atari inspired Ready Player One and how the novel itself became an Atari 2600 game.
There was no console war in the beginning. There was, in the beginning there was only Atari, and the children looked upon it and saw that it was good and bought Atari and then asked for Atari games for every Christmas and birthday. The Easter eggs, finding the Easter eggs in Howard's game and Warren's game, those were huge moments for me in my childhood and my favorite early gaming experiences, especially finding that room in Adventure. That path that everybody, whoever found the Easter egg, follows those clues, and then discovers this, this secret room, this message hidden by the creator of the game, who I didn't even know who he was. And here's his name, and a whole secret room, that most kids who play this game never found. I found this secret place left by the creator, with a message for me. It was profound, and the first time that it ever happened in a video game. And so years later, when I was, I think had the initial idea for Ready Player One, was what if Willy Wonka had been a video game designer? And what if he held his golden ticket contest inside a video game? And that immediately made me think of this secret room in Adventure and how that could be, how he finds his worthy successor, instead of a tour through the factory where he slowly kills off all the children. It could be an Easter egg hunt inside this, sprawling video game, and it could be hidden the way that those Easter eggs were hidden in the Atari games. And so there's no way I ever would have written Ready Player One if I hadn't grown up with an Atari and playing those games and finding those Easter eggs.
As I was reading through it, there was just so much familiarity in there. It felt like, as I was reading it, that the person who had written it, that I grew up with them, because some of the names that were in there, some of the locations, some of the references were things that I thought only I knew, and nobody else in the world would understand or appreciate any of it. My literal opening, my email to him, before anything blew up on Ready Player One, my literal opening was just like, we have to know each other because there's things in this book that like only I know. Like, where did we meet before? And that was the beginning of our full communication, which led to the Stacks.
he read Ready Player One, and it spoke to him, and he sent me an email that said, "Hey, I make video games for a living, and your book really spoke to me, and if you ever want to make a video game, let me know." And I was right in the middle of trying to figure out if I could somehow do a promotional contest for the paperback that mirrored the contest in the novel. I wanted to do some sort of contest with 3 video game challenges and a grand prize at the end of it. And because Mike made that offer, I took him up on it. I'm like, oh, well, we could make an Atari game that you have to beat as the first challenge, and it could be the game that Wade makes in the novel.
Part of what made the book feel like it was written for me is because of the context around the 2600 rite of passage in there. Because for programmers in the game industry, 2600 is this really difficult platform to develop games for. To get anything to even appear on screen, to get anything to even work correctly, you have to just break your brain and rid it of everything that you understand about how games are developed today and go back to this kind of like primitive, primordial way of coding. And so for a lot of programmers, it is a rite of passage. If you can do that, you can do anything.
Wade makes his own game, and it's the Stacks. It's based on his life in the Stacks, and he describes it as a Pitfall ripoff that has you climbing around the stacked trailers, looking for food voucher power-ups, and trying to avoid like pedophiles. And it's like a 1-paragraph description of this game. But I sent it to Mike, and he's like, "Oh, hell yeah!"
And so I had dabbled over the years with trying to understand 2600 programming. I'd made a couple small games, a couple of hacks. So when this kind of came around, it was the perfect excuse to just finally deliver something that was all original and build something from the ground up. Once it started to work, it was completely satisfying. I felt like I had mastered what the greatest engineers in the world have mastered before me, and that I finally had an understanding of it. And to get there, of course, I had to enlist some help. And so that help came in the form of Kevin Wilson, our CTO at Digital Eclipse. I didn't mention this before, but we only had a few weeks to pull this off. So we were not only trying to learn 2600, but we're also given the time frame that basically ET had to try to get this game out the door. So we were reliving the worst of Atari's development history all over again, and I savored every second of it.
In our original contest version, all the items are hidden in the same place, which is great because we had people making maps. For like the first time since they were kids, they were making maps of the stacks to remember. So if they died, they could go back and find where the items were. But then they added randomization, and now it might be one of the best Atari games ever made. Not to brag, but the stacks is pretty deep and pretty replayable for an Atari game. That's why I think Atari is always going to hold a special place in the hearts of people like me, just because it was, it was the first, and it was, so needed. We were so bored in the late 70s. We needed video games at home so badly. The fact that other better consoles came later is because they saw the giant cultural and economic behemoth that Atari immediately became. Atari created the video game industry, the home video game industry, and everybody that's come since then is, kind of building on what Atari created.
Long live Atari.
Yeah. I wonder if the new consoles are going to really take off. Atari at 50. Atari co-founder Nolan Bushnell reflects on his history with the company in conversation with current Atari CEO Wade Rosen. Coming up to the end.
When we started, video games were almost considered to be a bastardization of this wonderful technology. Why are you using it for fun when you could be creating missiles? I think we stood for innovation, and also we were the genesis story of the video game, which is kind of important. So I think you always have a hallowed position when you're the first. Yeah. when we chose the Fuji logo, I wanted to be an upward swoosh. And I think that if you look at the Atari logo, it's a collective, it's aspirational, just in the nature of the graphic. Also, Atari, I lifted it from the game of Go. So it's a game word. But I hadn't realized that it also means bullseye. Right. Also means jackpot. So, you know, it's got this affirmative. In fact, I was talking to a Japanese guy one time, and he says, very good name, Atari. Perhaps a bit boastful for Japanese.
You're like, spot on for Americans.
Spot on for Americans. Yeah. One of the ethos of Atari was work hard, play hard. So we always had games, not just Atari games, foosball and pool tables in the snack rooms and what have you. What that said was, we don't care when you come to work. If you come to work, get your job done, we're okay. We're all adults here. And we don't care how you come to work. You want to wear tennis shorts and blue jeans? Do you want to wear a tuxedo? We don't care. We had one guy that liked to wear ball gowns, but that's another story. I could tell some stories, though, about how I used to mess with the people who copied me.
Oh, please. All right. Let's do that.
Okay. Atari started by building games that you could do in a garage shop. You know, so anybody that had a garage shop could copy us. And so of the 150,000 estimated Pong-type games that were created, Atari only shipped 30,000 of them. So we got less than a fifth of our market.
Right.
You know, and so as we innovated, people would start copying us. And I thought, I'm going to get them. And so I had our semiconductor suppliers. We were a kind of a big deal in the semiconductor business because they were selling a lot to the military and that sort of thing, but they'd sell 20 or 100 chips. We were buying thousands.
Right.
And so I had them mismark the chips. So that we had...
That you guys were using.
That we were using.
So if somebody tried to reverse engineer it.
So if they reversed engineer and just bought off the shelf those same numbers, they'd populate the board and they wouldn't work.
Did you ever hear of anybody doing that?
Oh yeah. We in fact,
brilliant.
we had one company that basically declared bankruptcy because they had a whole floor full of machines that they worked because they were hurrying to do it.
Oh, man.
And we had the temerity to have a champagne party on their front lawn. We celebrated their demise. We invited them, of course.
Did they show up?
No.
What do you think Atari's role is, not just in video games, but in popular culture today?
Well, I think that Atari has an unassailable role as being the Genesis story. I believe that it is understood by a lot that it succeeded because of creativity. 30 of those years, it was kind of in hands that were not kind to it. Don't say anything bad. So I think that pieces of the brand were damaged. Not irrevocably, but it could have been husbanded better. And so right now, I think that it would be good to take the innovation legacy and push it forward into the future.
Pushing forward into the future. You completed all 5 timelines and unlocked Race 500. What? So we're going to have to go check that game out that we just unlocked. Game over? 50 years later, Atari fans won't let its story come to an end. Not only does their passion for the classic games continue, but they're constantly creating new games and experiences for classic Atari hardware. Here's to the next 50 years. That was game over. So we've gone over the arcade origins of Atari, of computer space and Pong, the birth of the console, highs and lows, the dawn of Atari PCs, the 1990s and beyond, the game over, and now we just have the wider world of Atari and the first console war, giving us a little more in-depth. But before that, let's look at that game that we just unlocked. I'm not sure which console it was. Hang on. I want to say it was probably 2600. Race 500, that's the one I just unlocked. Released in 1977, 14 games.
For 2,600.
Yes. Race cars, crash and score, tag, and ice race. Ooh. Originally released under a different title, this was one of the first 5 games released for the Atari VCS, designed by Ed Riddle. It was packaged with special driving controllers, paddles that could be spun infinitely like an arcade steering wheel, and was the only official 2600 game to utilize them. It also offered crash and score and tag modes in which players collided with targets or each other to score points. Race driver track, 25 laps wins, 2-player. Race driver track, 60-second time trial, 1 player. Point in the direction I want to drive. Alright. And then, oh. This is a lot, yeah, this is a lot like the arcade game with the race cars. This is exactly like the arcade game with the race cars. Where there's like, what, up to 8 racers or whatever? Oh yeah, ain't that the stuff? Oh yeah. Way better than Mario Kart right here. I could play this all day. I would dread it, but I could do that. We got 9. We got 9. Someone call Guinness. That might be the world record. I don't know. Okay. Going to reset the game. Oh, wait. I want to choose the game variation. What? Okay. Quit. Yes. Devil's Elbow track. 60-second time trial. 1 player. Oh, come on. Whoa, 6. Crash end score track 60-second time trial. Okay. Okay, this is a bit more fun right here. No! Hey, 31's not bad. Alright, let's see. Pressure score demolition track. $34, not bad, not bad. Okay, let's see. Ice racetrack, 60-second time trial, 1 player. That is hurting my eyes to stare at. Oh my god. I can't really look at it. It like hurts my eyes. Oh my god. I feel like I'm about to have a seizure looking at that. Oh my god. I can't. It hurts. Oh my god. Why? Why me? Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do this with my eyes closed. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it over? Nope. Okay. Well. Ice sprint track, 1 player. I'm gonna try this with my eyes closed. Not sure if I'm going the right way. I just cannot stare at the screen for too long. Wait, am I like going through the thing. It hurts my eyes! Okay, I don't want to look at that again. Okay. And that is race 500. Alright, so we went through everything, and we played the game I just unlocked for the 2600. Next up is going to be the wider world of Atari. Atari's cultural impact grew beyond mere entertainment. The company ultimately inspired future generations to create and innovate. The original influencer, 1976. From arcade innovation to console domination, Atari defined interactive entertainment for millions of people. Over the years, the company's legacy has been extended and preserved by programmers, players, and ardent fans who identify as both. So this is going to be the end of this segment. This has been Clucloid with Retro Age Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned next time as we check out this wider world of Atari and what all it has to offer. Until next time, peace out.